Reproduction. What is reproduction? Reproduction is the process by which all organisms multiply in number and increase their population. That means here all the living organisms reproduce by the process of reproduction. Okay? Reproduction, there is two different type of reproduction. The one is asexual reproduction and the another one is sexual reproduction. What is asexual reproduction? Here only one organism is involved in this process. That means they reproduce two or multiple number of offspring. A single organisms reproduce two or multiple number of organisms on its own. The example of different types of asexual reproductions are fission, budding, vegetative reproduction, fragmentation and spore formation. The another type of reproduction is sexual reproduction. What is sexual reproduction? Here two different gametes are present. It's happened by two different gametes or their fusion. The one gamete is the male gamete, the another one is the female gametes. After the fusion, a zygote is formed and after that it turns into a offspring or new individual. Here we see the isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy, three different type of sexual reproduction. First, we discuss about the fission, which is an important type of asexual reproduction. We found it in amoeba. Here we see a parent cell where at first the nucleus is divided into two parts, then its cytoplasm is divided into two parts and ultimately it's divided into two cells. Here it starts from the one parent cell and the ultimate result is two daughter cells. This type of reproduction we called the binary fission. When a parent cell is produced multiple number of organisms by the fission, we called it the multiple fission. Next one is the budding, which is another type of asexual reproduction. Here we see the hydra. This is the example of the hydral reproduction. So see here one hydra. Here a cyst-like structure or the bird-like structure is developed in its parent body and this structure is grown in its parent body. When they get the suitable condition to grow, this part or this bird is detached from the parent cell and grow as a individual organisms. We found it in hydra is this type of asexual reproduction. The next one is fragmentation. We found it in planaria and the green algae, which is Spirogyra. We see here the plant body, the organism which is fragmented into different parts and each fragments are reproduced to the whole organism. We see here the planaria is fragmented into upper part, middle part and the lower part. But ultimately they reproduce to they form the whole organism. This type of asexual reproduction is called the fragmentation. The another one is the spore germination, which is another type of asexual reproduction. Here we see a fruit body which bear a sporangium. What is sporangium? Sporangium is a spore-bearing sac-like structure. Here, numerous asexual spores are present and these spores are distributed or dispersed when the suitable condition comes, because the sporangium gets ruptured and the spores are dispersed to the different parts or different areas and they grown to the individual organism. We found it in fungi. Here we see the structure or the image of the rhizomas. The next one is vegetative reproduction. This is the another type of asexual reproduction which strictly found in the higher plant body. Here the vegetative part, any vegetative part, it can be root, it can be stem or it can be leaf. It's turned into the new individual or new organism. That means the same organism but the new individual. We call it the vegetative reproduction. We found it in potato, in onion. They show the vegetative type of reproduction. The last one is the isogamy, anisogamy and oogamy, which is the different type of sexual reproduction. We know that the sexual reproduction is which type of reproduction where two gametes are involved. One is male and the another one is female. At first we show the isogamy. We show here these two gametes are morphologically similar. That means they are similar in size, similar in shape, and both are the motile in nature. What do you mean by motile? They can or they show movement. That means they both are motile. When the fusion of these two gametes, those are the morphological identical, they are called the isogamy. This type of reproduction is called the isogamy. The another one is anisogamy. We show here the female one is larger in size and the male one is small in size. But both are the motile in nature. But their size and shape are different. So when the fusion is happen in between the larger motile female gametes and the small motile male gametes, this fusion is called the anisogamy. And the last one is the oogamy, which we found in the higher group of organism. That means higher plant, higher animal, that means humans also. That one is the oogamy. We see here the egg, that means the female one is larger in size and non-motile in nature. That means they cannot show movement. And the male one is small in size and they can show movement. Here the the male or the sperm comes to the egg and fertilize the egg, and after that zygote is formed and which is turned into a whole organism. So this type of fusion is called the oogamy. So that is all about reproduction. Thank you.